There's a Japanese proverb that says, "Only staying active will make you want to live 100 years." And somewhere on a small island in Japan, there are people who are actually doing exactly that. Think about this for a second. In Okinawa, Japan, for every 100,000 people, there are 24 to 25 people over the age of 100. The global average? Far below that. And researchers who went there looking for the reason, was it the diet, the climate, the green tea, found something they weren't expecting. Something that doesn't come in a bottle or a meal plan. They found Ikigai. Ikigai roughly translates to the happiness of always being busy, or more simply, your reason for being, your reason to get up in the morning. And according to the Japanese, everyone has one. Some people have found it, some are still looking. But here's what they all agree on. It's already inside every single one of us. Today, I'm breaking down the book Ikigai, and by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how the world's longest living people think, eat, move, and find meaning. And more importantly, how you can start applying it to your own life today. Let's get into it. What even is Ikigai? What's the meaning of life? Is it just to live longer, or is there a greater purpose? Why do some people know exactly what they want and have a burning passion for life, while others feel completely lost? That's the question Ikigai answers. It's deep within us. But finding it requires a patient search. It's not something handed to you. It's something you uncover. And according to Okinawa's Centenarians, Ikigai is the very reason they get up every single morning. With energy, with purpose, with a smile. And here's the thing that hit me hardest reading this book. Whatever you do, don't retire. Not in the traditional sense of the word. The idea of leaving work for good and doing nothing? That concept simply doesn't exist in Okinawa. Ikigai brings satisfaction, happiness, and meaning to life. The centenarians there remain active even after they retire. They keep doing what they love for as long as their health allows. Because the moment you stop having a reason to get up, something inside you starts to shut down. The blue zones, where people live the longest. Researchers identified 5 places on Earth called blue zones, regions where people consistently live past 100 in remarkable numbers. Here's what's fascinating about them. Okinawa, Japan. They eat a diet rich in vegetables and tofu, served in small plates. They have a close-knit group of friends called a moai, a lifelong social circle that supports each other through everything. Sardinia, Italy, plenty of vegetables, 1 or 2 glasses of wine, and a deeply cohesive nature within their communities. Nicoya Peninsula, Costa Rica. People here remain remarkably active even after 90. They wake up early, they stay moving. And here's what's wild. 3 out of the 5 blue zones are islands, places where communities are naturally tight, where people have to look out for each other. That itself is a form of Ikigai, helping others. The keys to longevity that all 5 zones share: diet, exercise, finding a purpose in life, and forming strong social ties with friends and family. They manage time well to reduce stress, consume little meat or processed food, drink alcohol only in moderation, and don't do extreme exercise. They just move their bodies daily. Walks, gardens, stairs. They almost never stop moving. The anti-aging secrets, little things that add up to a long and happy life. For 100 years, we've been adding about 0.3 years to our life expectancy every single year. Some scientists believe we could eventually reach immortality. Others say there's a hard limit to what the human body can achieve, no matter how advanced we get. But here's what we do know. A sound mind is a sound body. The health of both are deeply interconnected. Your brain needs challenge. Neurons actually start aging in your 20s. But intellectual activity, curiosity, and a desire to learn, dealing with new situations, picking up something new, will slow that process dramatically. Novelty, learning new things, creating new neural pathways. These expose your brain to change, even if it feels a little anxious at first. Trying new things and making progress also affects your self-image in a powerful way. Stress is the killer of longevity. Most health problems are caused, directly or indirectly, by stress. It promotes cellular aging. Greater stress means greater degenerative effects on your cells. Stress causes irritability, insomnia, anxiety, high blood pressure. And here's the cruel irony. Stress was originally designed to help us survive. It helped our ancestors deal with predators. But today, life is stressful in a completely different way. The thousands of pieces of information we receive every single day trigger that same stress response, and our bodies pay the price. The best remedy? Mindfulness, meditation, yoga, breathing exercises, body scan techniques. The central premise is simple. Focus on yourself, notice your responses, become conscious of your body and mind, and connect with the here and now. It's a gradual process. As they say, it's not hard, it's just new. Low levels of stress are actually beneficial. They keep you engaged, put your heart and soul into work, and challenge you. People who retire fully and do nothing tend to live shorter lives. You have to stay in the game, both mentally and physically. Sleep is your secret weapon. Science has confirmed that sleep is one of the most powerful anti-aging tools we have. Sleep generates melatonin, which strengthens the immune system, contains elements that protect against cancer, promotes natural production of insulin, slows Alzheimer's disease, and helps prevent osteoporosis. Models sleep 9 to 10 hours before shows for a reason. It gives a bright, wrinkle-free appearance and a healthy, radiant glow. Melatonin production decreases after 30, so to protect it, eat healthily, get calcium, get a moderate amount of sun daily, get enough sleep, and avoid stress, alcohol, tobacco, and caffeine. Anti-aging attitude. Here's something that shows up in every single blue zone without exception. A positive attitude and a high degree of emotional awareness. The Centenarians there face challenges with a positive outlook and are able to manage their emotions. They carry what you'd call a stoic attitude, unhurried, deliberate in how they live. That calm, unrushed lifestyle is one of the most common traits among supercentenarians worldwide. Viktor Frankl wrote in Man's Search for Meaning, "He who has a why to live for can bear with almost any how." We don't create meaning for our lives, we discover it. We each have a unique reason for being, one that can be adjusted and transformed throughout our life. Humor can break negative cycles and anxiety. In concentration camps, the ones who had the greatest chance of survival were the ones who had things to accomplish, people to return to, goals to fulfill. Purpose kept them alive. Morita therapy, a Japanese psychological approach, teaches us to accept our emotions instead of controlling what we think we want. It leads us to accept our desires, anxieties, fears, and worries, and then let them go. Don't obsess over your thinking. Accept your feelings, because obsessive attempts to control or get rid of thoughts make them more intense. We don't create feelings, they come to us. Just accept them. Flow. The secret to enjoying what you do. Here's a concept that might change how you see your daily life entirely. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. Aristotle. Have you ever been so lost in something that you completely forgot about time? Your sense of time just vanishes. You lose yourself in the activity. That's called flow. And the opposite, being acutely aware of every passing minute while doing something you hate, is the absence of it. Flow is the state in which people are so involved in an activity that nothing else seems to matter. The experience itself is so enjoyable that people will do it even at great cost, for the sheer sake of doing it. What makes us enjoy doing something so much that we forget about whatever worries we might have while we do it? When are we happiest? These questions help us discover our Ikigai. The The key to flow is focusing on increasing the time we spend on activities that bring us to that state, rather than activities that give us immediate pleasure, like overeating, alcohol, or mindless scrolling. 7 conditions for achieving flow. Knowing what to do. Knowing how to do it. Knowing how well you are doing. Knowing where to go. Perceiving significant challenges. Perceiving significant skills. Being free from distraction. 3 strategies to get there. 1. Choose a difficult task, but not too difficult. Slightly outside your comfort zone, but achievable. Too easy creates boredom. Too hard creates anxiety. Right in the middle? That's where flow lives. We enjoy the feeling of pushing ourselves. 2. Have a clear, concrete objective. Board games, video games, sports. They're great ways to achieve flow because you're always beating a rival or chasing your own record with a clearly defined set of rules. In business, teams often don't communicate their mission clearly, like heading out to sea with a map but no destination. It's more important to have a compass pointing toward a concrete goal. Have a clearly defined objective, then focus entirely on the process of getting there. 3. Concentrate on a single task. We often think multitasking saves time, but scientific evidence shows the complete opposite. Our brains can technically take in millions of bits of information, but can only actively process a few dozen per second. Multitasking is just rapidly switching between tasks, wasting time, making more mistakes, and remembering less of what we've done. Concentrating on one thing at a time may be the single most important factor in achieving flow. To focus on a task, be in a distraction-free environment. Have full control over what you're doing at every moment. Wake up 1 hour before and avoid your phone for 1 hour before sleep. Turn your phone off before attempting to achieve flow. Try the Pomodoro technique. Start with a ritual you enjoy and end with a reward. And bundle routine tasks together so they don't bleed into deep work time. Flow in Japan. One of the first words people learn when studying Japanese is ganbaru, to persevere, to stay firm by doing your best. Japanese people apply themselves to even the most basic tasks with an intensity that borders on obsession. Retired rice farmers take meticulous care of their rice fields. College students work balanced shifts in convenience stores with complete focus and pride. This is sophisticated simplicity. Artisans, engineers, Zen philosophy, and even cuisine all share a simplicity and attention to detail that isn't lazy simplicity, but something far more refined. The key is always having a meaningful challenge to overcome in order to maintain flow. Can someone really retire if they're genuinely passionate about what they do? That question answers itself. Instant vacation, flow through meditation. Training the mind can get us to a state of flow more quickly. Meditation's objective is to calm the mind, observe your thoughts and emotions, and center your focus on a single object, the present moment. Focus on enjoying your daily rituals, using them as tools to enter a state of flow. Don't worry about the outcome. It will come naturally. Happiness is in the doing, not in the results. The happiest aren't the ones who achieve the most, but the ones who spend more time than others in a state of flow. Flow is mysterious. It is like a muscle. The more you train it, the more you will flow, and the closer you will be to your Ikigai. Lessons from Japan's Centenarians. Researchers went to Ojimi, the village in Okinawa with the highest concentration of centenarians on Earth, to find out their secret. Upon arrival for research, everyone was friendly and cracking jokes. They have a saying called Ichariba Chode. Treat everyone like a brother or sister, even if you've never met them before. An uncommon joy flows through the elders that guides their long and pleasurable journey through life. Ojimi people feel like a part of a community. They practice yuimaru, teamwork. They're used to helping each other from a very young age, nurturing friendships, eating light, getting enough rest, doing regular moderate exercise. These are all part of good health. But at the top, the most important thing is their Ikigai, which keeps them celebrating birthdays and cherishing every single day. Here's a declaration from the town where people live the longest. At 80, I am still a child. When I come to see you at 90, send me away to wait until I'm 100. The older, the stronger. The Ikigai diet. The Okinawan diet is one of the most studied in the world, and it's remarkably straightforward. They eat a wide variety of food, especially vegetables, an average of 18 different foods daily. At least 5 servings of fruits and vegetables. They eat the rainbow. More than 30% of their calories come from vegetables. Grains are the foundation. They rarely eat sugar. Fish on average 3 times per week. They use less salt than the Japanese average and consume fewer overall calories. Their diet is rich in tofu, sweet potatoes, fish, miso, tuna, carrots, bitter melon, sea kelp, cabbage, seaweed, onion, soy sprouts, cucumber-like gourd, soybeans, peppers, and sanpin cha, a mix of green tea and jasmine that they drink an average of 3 cups of daily. Sanpin cha reduces blood cholesterol levels, increases the well-known benefits of green tea, which include reducing the risk of heart attack, strengthening the immune system, relieving stress, and lowering cholesterol. White tea is even more effective against aging. Shikuwasa, a citrus fruit high in nobiletin, protects from arteriosclerosis, cancer, type 2 diabetes, and obesity. Hara Hachi Bu, the 80% rule. When you notice you're almost full but could have a little more, just stop eating. Maybe skip dessert. Reduce portion sizes and serve on several small plates. The way food is presented in Okinawa, restaurants typically serve 5 small plates, means you end a meal feeling slightly hungry rather than stuffed. Westerners who try this often stay slim and healthy simply by adopting this one practice. Their body mass index sits between 18 and 22. Americans average between 26 and 27. Fasting for 1 or 2 days each week, while eating normally every other day, is also practiced. Fasting cleanses the digestive system and allows it to rest. Gentle movements, longer life. The ones who live the longest are not the ones who do the most exercise. They're the ones who move the most. They walk a lot, do karaoke with neighbors, get up in the morning as soon as they wake up, head outside to weed their gardens. They almost never stop moving. Eastern practices like yoga, tai chi, qigong, and shiatsu promote exercises that connect body, mind, and soul. Going to a gym is completely unnecessary. Just add movement to your day. Almost all Eastern practices combine physical exercise with an awareness of the breath. That breath awareness helps bring your consciousness in line with your body, instead of letting your mind be carried away by daily worries. Resilience, Wabi-Sabi, and Anti-Fragility. Someone with a clearly defined Ikigai pursues their passion no matter what, even when the cards seem completely stacked against them. Proper training for our mind, body, and emotional resilience is essential to confronting the ups and downs of life. Buddhism and Stoicism are 2 of the best methods for practicing well-being. Both teach that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it, that matters. Understanding the present is all that exists, and the only thing we can actually control. Wabi-Sabi, only things that are imperfect, incomplete, and ephemeral can truly be beautiful, because only those things resemble the natural world. Appreciate the beauty of imperfection as an opportunity for growth. Anti-Fragility, beyond resilience and robustness. A resilient person resists shocks and stays the same. An anti-fragile person gets better from them. How can we become more anti-fragile? Create more options, bet conservatively in certain areas while taking many small risks in others, and get rid of things that make you fragile. We're all searching for meaning. When we spend our days feeling connected to what is meaningful to us, we live more fully. When we lose that connection, we feel despair. Our intuition and curiosity are powerful compasses that help us connect to our Ikigai. There is no clear path to finding Ikigai. but we shouldn't worry about finding it either. Life's not a problem to be solved. Remember to have something that keeps you busy doing what you love, while being surrounded by the people who love you. The 10 Rules of Ikigai. The Centenarians of Okinawa lived by these. Simple, timeless, worth printing out and putting on your wall. Stay active. Don't retire. Take it slow. Don't fill your stomach. Surround yourself with good friends. Get in shape for your next birthday. Smile. Reconnect with nature. Give thanks. Live in the moment. Follow your Ikigai. Washington Burnap once said, "The grand essentials to happiness in this life are something to do, something to love, and something to hope for." That's it. That's Ikigai. Not a complicated formula, not a 10-step morning routine, not a productivity hack. Just something to do, something to love, and something to hope for. You don't have to move to Okinawa. You don't have to live to 100. But you do have to start asking yourself the right question. What makes you so absorbed that time disappears? What would you do every day, even if nobody paid you? Who do you want to do it with? Those answers are pointing somewhere, and wherever they point, that's your Ikigai. Go find it. And if this video gave you even one thing to think about, hit subscribe, and let me know in the comments. What do you think your Ikigai might be? I'm genuinely curious. Until next time, keep showing up, and keep doing what you love.